2 months and 8 days ago, I was pale. Like, really pale. Since the day I was born, my skin tone has always been very fair. And up until recently, I didn't realise just how pale I really was. And looking at all these tanned, ripped individuals online, it just made me jealous and it just made me want to look like them. So that made me think, I want to get tan too. You see, in the fitness industry, having a tan is extremely important when it comes to looking good. Having a darker skin tone emphasises the shadows that your muscles cast, essentially making you look bigger. Professional bodybuilders have a massive spray tan just before they go up on stage and start posing, because it just makes them look better. But I didn't want to do this whole lying out in the garden, slow sunbathing. This sounds boring. I wanted a quick, easy way to get tan. And there are 2 ways to do so. Number 1, a spray tan. Like I said, this is something that professional bodybuilders do. It's quick, it's easy, and it works. And I've actually tried this before, and although it didn't go well to start off with, it actually did make me look a lot better. And I consistently got spray tans for about 2 or 3 months before quitting, before I got properly addicted. And the second method is sunbeds. Sunbeds use artificial UV rays that your skin absorbs, causing it to darken, similar to regular sunbathing. It's essentially just a booth that emits similar rays to the sun that gets you tanned quicker. And I tried these sunbeds, and I started 2 months ago. I wanted to see how much my skin tone would change in just 2 short months, and just so I didn't have to be that pale guy anymore. And also, I was going on holiday very soon, and I didn't want to look like a ghost walking along the beach, and I didn't want to have to burn in the sun every day and wear a stupid vest, just like this guy had to do when he was younger. What a mel. So without further ado, let's get tanned. Let's try it. Okay, the date is the 10th of June. As of today, I've had 1 sunbed. So let's see what my physique's looking like with 1 sunbed down. So, the first couple of weeks went by and honestly, I didn't see any changes. I was going consistently 3 times a week, but I wasn't seeing the changes that I wanted to see. But I persevered, I really wanted this dramatic transformation, I kept with it, and let's just say I got a little bit cocky. Yeah. I burnt on the sunbeds. Like I said, I was going 3 times a week to these tanning beds. And for someone like me who has very fair skin, it just couldn't keep up, leading to me burning and being extremely red, as you can see in that photo. But it's nothing that a little bit of rest couldn't fix, so after a couple days off, I got back on it. Now let me quickly address something that a lot of you people are probably thinking right now. And what you're thinking is, Hal, why have you done this? You're gonna get skin cancer. So, it's pretty well known now that sunbeds increase your chances of getting skin cancer. There have been a lot of studies on this topic, and it's proven that if you go to these sunbeds, your chances of getting skin cancer increase. And that is due to the powerful UV rays that these sunbeds emit. And obviously that is a completely valid point that all of you guys will have. And when I was doing those sunbeds, it was a stupid idea. Like most of my videos nowadays where I do these ridiculous transformations, where I train my legs every day, for example, dumb. But it's all for entertainment purposes and just a little experiment for me to see if it works. So yeah, I just thought I'd quickly say I do not recommend these at all. Do not do them. I just wanted to see personally if these things worked. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's get back onto tanning. Okay, so I was halfway through the 2 months and I was noticing some pretty decent changes. Here is a photo of me halfway through the transformation, and here is a photo of me at the beginning of the transformation. Now, you can't see a massive change, but you can see a very, very subtle change. There is a tiny little difference between the photo on the right compared to the left, and for someone as pale as me who tans as much as I do, That was good enough for me. Progress is still progress. Also, I bought some of this tanning serum that is supposedly meant to speed up the tanning process. You apply it just before you go on the tanning beds, and yeah, it's supposedly meant to work miracles. But honestly, I didn't really see an increase in speed whatsoever, so I'm pretty sure I just got conned out of 30 quid. One thing I will say is every time I came out one of these tanning beds, I always looked a lot more tanned. And granted, that was probably psychological, but it did lead to me taking a lot of physique update videos whilst I was still in the tanning room, as you can see here. I was also increasing the number of minutes that I was spending on the beds each time I went, because as my skin got more tanned, it became used to the UV rays for that amount of time, so I had to constantly increase it. Almost like progressive overload for tanning beds. I think that's the most gym lad thing I've ever said, progressively overloading on tanning beds. But soon I was actually seeing a very good difference in my skin tone, and after the last final push to the 2-month point, this is what I was looking like. So the results are kind of what I expected for a person like me. A person that finds it extremely difficult to tan and a person with very pale skin. I'm happy with the result. The results aren't massive, but for 2 months, I'll take the change. So, what are the benefits of the tanning beds? Obviously, it's a much faster way to speed up the tanning process. And you look better, your muscles look better, they're more defined, and you just look overall more attractive. Another benefit I noticed that I wasn't really expecting was when I was on holiday, as I just got back from, as you could probably tell, I didn't burn once. Now for me, that's unheard of. On every single holiday I've been on, I've had to put loads of sun cream on and occasionally wear a sun vest. It's essentially like a shirt that blocks all UV rays because I burn that easily. But on some of these days on holiday, I didn't even put sun cream on. I just wasn't burning, and it must have been the sunbeds. Yeah, it was genuinely awesome, and it just made it so stress-free on that holiday, not having to be concerned that I'm going to burn. That being said, were there any bad things about the sunbeds? One thing I have noticed, and it could be a coincidence, but my skin has got worse. I've always had pretty bad acne on my chest and my back, but ever since I started doing the sunbeds, it's just got a lot worse. And it's actually made me a little bit insecure. But other than that side effect, not really anything to note. That being said, I still would not recommend these. I myself is stopping them after I filmed this video. It's just not worth it in my opinion. And I'm stopping it simply because there is that increased chance of long-term illness. Honestly, it was just a tactic I implemented so I didn't look like Casper the Ghost walking along the beach in Greece. So, do the sunbeds work? Yes, they work. But are the sunbeds dangerous? Yes, they are dangerous. If you're someone that tans very easily and you go on these tanning beds, yes, you will see a good change. But for someone like me who's very fair-skinned and never tans, for 2 months of consistent tanning beds, the change wasn't worth it at all, especially for that danger factor as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, this one took quite a long time to make, so a like and sub would be highly appreciated. Workout programs are in the first link in the description. And of course, if you're shopping at myprotein.com, use code HAL at checkout, you get yourself a fat discount. That's this video done. I'll see you in the next one.